This is a quick video to show you one of the camping spots along the New England Trail. Of course, I cannot remember which trail I am on. So if you've done research and you've gotten to the point of watching this video, you know the main trail, the whatever one begins with M, that goes from Guilford, Connecticut, and it goes all the way through Connecticut to Massachusetts. So that's like the main line. And then there's that spur trail that goes off for 25 miles. And if you've been researching, you saw that there was the Rockland campsite. Well, I'm on that spur trail. So I guess if you officially want to say you hike the entire trail, then you have to take the spur trail, which is, I think it's like 25 miles up to Middletown, and then back down to the other trail. So just to give you an idea, I hiked in. Not sure, I don't know, if I was doing the New England Trail, I don't know if I would bother to come up here. I think it's, I don't know, just like a mile or two off the other one. But just to give you an idea, and again, if you've made it this far and you're researching this, you'd probably be interested in the whole video, so I'm not going to cut this out. We'll just kind of walk through. So the trail turns. Obviously, you can see the markers there. The trail goes down there. And, sorry. So it has a little sign for the tenting area. My apologies if I forget and I use my hand with the GoPro to swat bugs. This is the first week of May. This is the first warm day. There are so many black flies here that I'm considering going home. I came up, I ate dinner. I'm sticking around for a little while. I'm hoping with the temperature drop, the wind is supposed to increase, get a little bit better, but holy smokes. Whoever did design this campsite was, hopefully they did it on purpose. They did put it up on a hill, so it's a little bit of wind up here. But basically what you have is you have this tent platform here. You've got a fire ring, which I believe would make it the only place in Connecticut on the New England Trail that you can officially have a fire. If you come down over here, you'll see there's some, I'm not going to walk all the way down, but there are some more tent platforms over there. I think there might even one been lower down. If you keep going straight, like if you follow where I'm looking at the camera, you will end up to a river. I'm going to take a wild guess that in midsummer that river is going to dry up. It looked like a really nice source of water right now. There's a bridge going, a little tiny walkway going over it. I would highly recommend, if you end up here, to, I guess if you keep following the trail, so I came up there, if you kept following the trail through the woods, it eventually ends up down there, but I ended up cutting through the woods and came to a really neat spot. Right now we're in Madison, Connecticut, and I guess, I don't know whether it was an Eagle project or the town did it, but they did a nice little, I don't know, history of the area sort of thing, and the charcoal pits and the people that used to make charcoal, how they used to make it. So there's a nice exhibit, just pops out of the woods down there. So you've got a privy. For some people, that might be worth the mile taking the spur trail to get to the privy. And then this was a nice little surprise. You can come down here. You can have yourself some dinner on the picnic benches. Get your butt off the ground. And again, if you're actually watching this video, you'll probably be curious about this, so I'm going to keep the camera running and not do any editing. If you keep going straight, again, that river is probably somewhat seasonal. I'm going to take a guess that it dries up in the summertime. Just looking at it now, we've had a really ridiculously wet spring, especially the last few weeks or so. So with the amount of water that's flowing in it right now, so if you keep walking down past the privy and you go back, you go past this huge glacial erratic. If you're from New England, you're used to seeing those. If you're not from New England, it might just look like a big old random boulder in the middle of the woods. So if you keep coming straight through the woods here, you end up with another privy But more importantly for water, you can see the pond down there. Now, if you've been researching the New England Trail, you realize that water is hit or miss. There's big stretches of the trail in which you have water every 5 miles or more. And then I know there's a stretch in Connecticut where there's no real reliable water source for like 26 miles. There's another stretch of like 20 miles, especially if you're coming in the dry summer. So if that little river dries up, you know, one reason why you might want to consider taking the spur trail to camp out here is for the pond. But one of the reasons why I wanted to walk all the way over here with the camera is I don't know how well you can see the shoreline, but this is not a defined shoreline where you can probably walk right up to it. It looks really muddy. Again, the wind is picking up, so I apologize if you can't even hear me. But you also have to assume that this is the high water mark. Again, with all the rain we've had this spring, water is high. So once that water recedes, it will only get muddier. I can kind of see maybe on the other side, you'd have to obviously cross somewhere down there. It looks like the shore would be a little bit easier to get to once the water recedes, like not as muddy. But I did take a walk all the way down there, and it looked the same. Like it would just be nasty to try to get some water out of here. Not the water is nasty, but just going through the briars and going through the muck and everything like that. So there you go. Rockland campsite. Got some more benches down here if you want to take a look at things. Really nice campsite. You know, sometimes if you're out on the trail, it's nice to have an official tent platform. If you're a tenter, I hang in a hammock, so I won't be using it tonight. Sometimes nice to have a privy too. So that's it. If you do happen to be doing a through hike of the NET, and I can be of any help, give me a call, or not give me a call, but you can leave a message on this video. Depending on the time of year, I'd be more than happy to help you out with water drops or something like that, because again, I know there's some big stretches without water, and it just so happens that one of them is about 20 minutes away from where I work. So if I could drop water off for you or something like that, let me know. I think that is it. Cool frogs. Can you hear those frogs? All right, if you're hiking the NET, good luck. It's a beautiful trail. I haven't done the entire thing, but it's a beautiful like forest trail. You know, there are views. They're not like big mountainous views, and they're more urban views. Not even urban, but you know, suburban sort of views. But it is a cool, you know, forested trail. All right, so this time I'm definitely signing off. Bye-bye.